Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in this series between Happy and Life. Life spawning as the red Night Elf player this time on the bottom left hand side of the map. Happy spawning as the yellow Undead on the top right. So far it doesn't look like Happy had an answer to Life's particular opening in game number 1. We'll see how he recovers here in game number 2, as I do speed things up to 4 times speed to try and conserve my voice. Alright, what's going to be unfolding here in game number 2? Not quite sure. I do know that Happy would most likely prefer a longer game than what we saw in game number 1. He didn't really get the Frostworms, he didn't really have that many Destroyers, and the rejuvenation from those bears really helped that Demon Hunter early on to just be able to recoup, recover, and then get back into those fights. He didn't have enough healing from those obsidian statues to really offset that tier 3 tech that he had gotten to, even though he did get the Lich and the not the obsidian statues, those orbs of corruption.
Players' forces are under attack.
So far, both sides playing to their strengths, doing what they need to do, doing a bit of creeping here, and just trying to make sure to have a very strong opening. The map is fairly easy to get lost in because of the number of paths, and you have a 50-50 shot of being able to find your opponent. And rather than try and look for your opponent this early on in the game, both sides opting to just do a significantly more creeping instead. A lone archer currently ensnared may get target practiced a little bit later, as you see the Demon Hunter heading back off to the north. Is he going to be able to perhaps mana burn and start slowing down this Death Knight? That is the big question there, as you do see the two armies already pass each other now. Skeletal minions have been added as well. Demon Hunter now looking to back off. Death Knight knows where that Demon Hunter is and pushes him back to his own local shop in the center portion of the map. Now that Watcher Ward is right there, or that Sentry Ward is right there, keeping track of this army. He knows exactly how much is behind him. As you see the Death Knight now trying to just, I guess, run by this location. Not quite sure what's going to happen here. Demon Hunter now heading back the other way. As you see, well, the Ghoul is going to go ahead and attempt to finish off this creep camp. Now Death Knight looking to deal more damage back to that Demon Hunter, but it looks as though the Death Knight will in fact get to level 2 and should be able to heal up this lower hit point Ghoul. Yeah, it is worth it right there, right now. He was just below 140 hit points, making him now pretty much back up to full health. Now, what is Happy's strategy going to be? It is going to be to try and creep out much earlier. You can see a heavy investment in the ghouls at this stage. 6 ghouls there. Death Knight now picks up a Circlet of Nobility. Death Knight is going to be able to get a surround on the Demon Hunter. No, the Demon Hunter was in fact able to pick up those Boots of Speed. I'm surprised that he hasn't gone after the Archer. I thought if you were ensnared and shadow melded, you were still visible, so I thought he still could have gotten attacked there. Not quite sure what happened, as the Archer is currently shadow melded right there. Alright, Demon Hunter still running around every which way. Ghouls looking to get some damage onto that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now looking to back off, still going back and forth in the center. Claws of Attack +6 overall, adding the +8, and there is a wow, very good sixth sense by Happy, knowing where Life would actually put down that one particular item. And we now do in fact have the surround. Oh, I thought we had, and a missed Death Coil. That is huge. What was going to be a beautiful critical play by Happy, all of a sudden is it going to go ahead and proc those units. Alright, Purge onto that one particular Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter now taking more damage, and it just looks like Happy is not getting those units into the proper surround. He had shoved that Demon Hunter into the corner and was still unable to get a proper surround onto that Demon Hunter there. Alright, Happy now going to be backing around once more. Is he going to be able to get that 4 units around onto those units? It looks like he should be able to do exactly that, shifting out 1 unit. But the Panda, Breath of Fire, almost gets it right there. And now, with that 1 Breath of Fire, a bunch of full health ghouls now look like they are just much worse for wear, as the Death Knight unable to get a Death Coil off to heal those units. A lot of missed opportunities by Happy early in this game to take some sort of commanding lead, or at least a visible portion of the game, as we're looking at the Demon Hunter and now Panda looking to clear out this Ogre Magi creep camp. Panda most likely will stay at level 1 after this creep camp unless the Demon Hunter does back off. Potion of Invulnerability given to life, so he's definitely going to be benefiting from that. As the Archer, is it going to get taken out? Skeletal Minions, is it going to be able to escape? No, it is not. A little bit of a small victory there as the Ancient of War is now taking a bit of damage. Alright, 3 Skeletal Minions attempting to take down the Ancient of War, but it looks as though the heroes are starting to shift focus onto them instead. Down to 185, 150 hit points and dropping relatively quickly. Can the Skeletal Minions finish it off? That is the big question right there. It does have medium armor. 1 or 2 more attacks should do it. It does get taken down, but maybe the Death Knight got the experience for that. He's going to be able to get a Death Coil off onto the Ogre Warrior. No, he is not. Was mana burned one too many times, and now is going to head back home. We should be seeing, yes, Tier 2 already underway. We are going very, very quickly into Tier 3. The Slaughterhouse is... Oh, no, that's the Sacrificial Pit. Slaughterhouse is already training up those Obsidian statues as we are now slowly transitioning into Crypt Fiends. What we now need to see Happy do is creep out some of the more difficult portions of the map, get strong items, and by getting those strong items and additional gold, hopefully be able to make the game last longer than 18 to 20 minutes. If he can do that, I believe he is going to have just a larger army and should be able to start trading efficiently. Back across here, Ogre Magi looking to engage. Skeletal Minion taking a bit of damage. Death Knight is going to be in a bit of trouble as we now see the Panda coming in to engage. Oh, this is just an absolute nightmare right here, right now. Obsidian Statue needs to join in on the fight. Death Knight needs to finish off this Ogre Magi. As we see another Frost Nova right there. Is he going to finish off the Demon Hunter? There's a Death Coil. Why not go heal the unit, force the Potion of Invulnerability, but the Breath of Fire and the Panda, the Demon Hunter with the 15 second of Invulnerability is just going to be far too big of an issue. Now we can also see that, well, a bit of damage is not even being absorbed. 15 seconds are up and the Panda gets that Demon Hunter out of that situation only to have him come back in refreshed and ready to go. That 15 seconds. A beautiful, beautiful display of Life's just trying to stick around as long as he can, extend that battle until it started to go his way, and he did exactly that. Demon Hunter should be able to get to level 3 here in just a moment. A Tome of Experience being added into there. Maybe you should have finished off the Forest Troll Trapper first, as the Tome of Experience will always give you 100 experience, while minions, or excuse me, not minions, creeps do give less experience the higher your hero is up. Alright, let's take a look at this. One Crypt Fiend up on the high ground, able to shoot down that Wisp, now pulling units back. Demon Hunter coming across, does have a 7-second Potion of Invulnerability. Orb of Corruption was added in there as well, so only a 13% damage reduction as opposed to the typical 31% damage reduction that you normally see. Lich still trying to engage. Ghoul is now trying to come across here. What's going to be happening? Demon Hunter just lying in wait, ready to engage and perhaps take out a unit or two. Are we going to see some damage being added? There is an Obsidian Statue here. There's a mana burn onto the Obsidian Statue. Now pretty much out of healing, as we're going to look at that Demon Hunter, perhaps look to finally back off here. That Ogre Magi still attacking, still doing a lot of damage, but you want to make sure that the Demon Hunter does not get the mana burn to finish it off. That Demon Hunter, however, is taking a large bit of damage, already down to 95 hit points. Are we going to see a Frost Nova? No, we are not. Not enough. Down to 43 hit points. And, well, he finally decided that he did not want to be in that situation. Healing Wards now added, most likely will be removed by Dryads extremely, extremely quickly with that Abolish Magic. If we do in fact see some Abolish Magic. Lich now out on the field, sitting at level 2. Taking down that Demon Hunter would have been one of the first steps to start gaining a true advantage, as we are already going up a level 3 Panda and level 3 Demon Hunter from Life. What opportunities can these players take here and now? Potion of Mana on the Death Knight. Potion of Invulnerability on the Lich, which is rather strange. You normally do want that Potion of Invulnerability on the Death Knight, since that Death Knight will often be in a much more forward position. Obsidian Statue also needs to start helping that Death Knight get a bit more mana. He is down to only 40 mana. as we are looking at, well, a Wisp getting taken out here. All right, Ogre Magi here. Are we going to see Inner Fire or anything like that? There was that Devour Magic, now getting in some bonus damage on that Ogre Lord. Ogre Lord will get taken out here in just a moment, leaving behind a Medallion of Courage. Medallion of Courage +4 Strength, +4 Intelligence, just exactly what the Doctor ordered for that Death Knight or for that Lich as well. Tome of Strength also being added as well there, as we now see the quick scroll of Town Portal to try to get out of a bad spot. There is one Frostworm. Will he be able to stay alive long enough? Yes, he will. As the Demon Hunter now dangerously close to level 4, and the Panda still sitting comfortably at level 3.
Player's forces are under attack.
Frostworms, not necessarily the strongest to take out this particular creep camp here. Everything that he can attack, it pretty much has medium armor, meaning it takes reduced damage from that Frostworm. Frostworm also cannot attack and take down any of those other units, as I believe, what is that? A Belt of Giant Strength. Death Knight now up to 1,025 hit points, as the Medallion of Courage was instead transferred over there. So there was a bit of a transfer there. +6 Strength now onto that Death Knight, +4 Intelligence and +4 Strength on that Lich, giving him an additional 100 hit points, which should prove to come in very, very handy. Lich with level 3 Frost Nova. We don't see the second Obsidian statue as of yet. Not quite sure why we don't see it. And without it, you are not going to have the large amount of mana that is really needed on that Lich. Lich is extremely mana intensive, so is that Death Knight. And the Obsidian statue is still casting Essence of Blight and not giving any extra additional mana. All right, what's going to be the follow-up play here? There is a reveal. A Shade was taken out that was following that army here, as a Ghoul now going to be heading up the ramp. You can see, oh, there is a Wisp off over here. Is it going to get taken out? It has to be, and it is in fact detonated. We do have a Scroll of Town Portal on the Death Knight. This is a timed fight right there. There you go, taking it out. Another Belt of Giant Strength being left behind. Death Knight now sitting at level 4, as the Lich is going to be forced to try and retreat. There's the Scroll of Town Portal. Are any other undead units going to get lost? I don't believe so, but there is already a good amount of bears coming in from life. An additional Obsidian statue finally being added. 58 over 60 supply. And compared to 50 over 50, life is not going into low upkeep at all, but he is walking into the mid game with a bit of a hero level advantage. 4-4 compared to a 4-3, and perhaps we're going to get a Dark Ranger or some other hero, Naga Sea, which could work as well. No, it doesn't look to be the case, and in fact, life is actually catching up and may even surpass Happy in the overall supply count. 58 over 80 supply. More Dryads are being added. No Hippogriffs are being added at all. I guess he is not really respecting that one particular group right there, as all the units are now going to look to back off. And where are they? Dryads, Bears, Pandas, Demon Hunter now looking to come inside the game as or come across there. So far, we are entangling another gold mine here, but that retreat at least burned 350 gold from his opponent, as we are now getting into some abominations. One Frostworm with 2-0 upgrades. Crypt Fiends are at 2-0 upgrades. This is Happy's chance to take this game, even though he is currently behind in supply, at least by 3. All right, let's see what the follow-up is. Dryads are upgraded 1-1 along with those Bears. Crypt Fiends are currently sitting at 2-0 with no additional upgrades underway, but trying to add in more and more units. All right, Frostworms, 2 of them off to the side here. Are there enough Crypt Fiends to really deal with them? And is there enough, perhaps, Destroyers? Here comes the engagement. Going after the entangled gold mine again, and no armor, as it was a building under construction, and now we're going to be trying to fight here. All right, Crypt Fiends taking a lot of damage, damage already being racked up there. Ghouls getting destroyed. You really need to focus down on the Bears, as the Demon Hunter now using that Orb of Venom really, really effectively. Destroyer, is he getting the necessary Devour magic down? Demon Hunter able to stay alive with the use of a Health Stone, as the Dryads are looking to try and finish off some of those Frostworms. Fight still getting underway. Bear number 1 taken down, as the Crypt Fiends are still looking to continue this fight as well. Bears are getting destroyed, but at the same time, so are a lot of Crypt Fiends, and we need to see all of those bears get taken down rather quickly, as there they go. But the Crypt Fiends were also lost as well. All that is really left now is an Abomination here. There is a Death Knight looking to try and finish things off. Is he going to be able to finish off these necessary units? Are we going to see a Devour Magic? Need to see a Devour Magic as well. No Devour Magic at all, as the Demon Hunter uses a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Lich now in trouble, needs to get away. Is it going to get a Death Coil to try and save itself? Death Knight unable to really heal it. Lich now in a mad run, as the Orb of Venom is going to slowly tick away at its life. Down to 35 hit points, and there it goes. Meanwhile, a Destroyer Bear gets taken down here. Death Knight now sitting at level 5, but level 5 Panda does come into play as well. And through all of that exchange, it looks as though, oh, Demon Hunter falls, and the Death Knight gets a killing blow to the primary level 5 Demon Hunter, and the Death Knight, will it be able to escape? There are a couple of, well, there are two, Nagasi, or excuse me, not the Nagasi Witch, the Lich now back out onto the field. Panda gonna not be able to join at all, as we're looking at 34 to 36 supply. Happy, well, with 2 heroes right now, and now looking to get in a little bit more as well. We need to see the Obsidian Statue begin to heal more. Lich purposely backing or staying by himself. Death Knight does not want to get too close, wants to give, I guess, Unholy Aura to the Obsidian Statue without taking any of that experience. Meanwhile, Life is already getting back up to 44 supply, training up some units, and picking back up his, well, Belt of Giant Strength and Circlet of Nobility. Demon Hunter coming back into the mid portion of the game as well. Is he going to get rejuvenated? That is what I am expecting to happen, and this is critical time for Happy. If Happy can easily, I don't know what item that is, if Happy can easily clear out perhaps 1 or 2 more creep camps, then he should have enough gold and enough experience to make up some of the things that he lost in that matchup. But instead, it looks as though Life is going to be the first one to bounce back and recover, more in part because he has the additional expansion. It is currently 20 gold a second to 10 gold a second, but the army, the standing army of Life, is smaller because of these 5 extra wisp. What is going to be played next as the Death Knight now make its way down across here? You can see Panda is in position. Oh, Panda is going to get off a nasty breath of fire here in just a second. As you see, the towers are trying their absolute best to stick around. All right, Crypt Fiends, Ghouls, Frostworm is all right here right now. Panda may get a breath of fire here in just a moment. And then, well, now trying to pull back once more. Continuing this fight again. Potion of Invulnerability. All the Acolytes will try and get away. Panda is still in position. Does have a Staff of Teleportation. What can it really do? Breath of Fire again across the Ziggurats. And he took down 4 Ziggurats. All right. From 50 over 70 to 50 over 30. He is going to be unable to train any more units. And more importantly, well, he lost an Acolyte as well, so he's going to be mining less, and he can't even train more Acolytes now. The economic advantage definitely in favor of Life, as the Panda, a one-man wrecking crew, and now you see what ends up happening, unsummoning of a couple of non-necessary buildings, as we are now down to, well, 2 minutes of mining on the main bases. Happy played a strong game, but oh, what is this? Wand of Illusion, Frostworms, as we now see the attack getting underway. All right, gonna turn back around. Dryads, is it scary? Does Life know what is happening? Units are purposely backing off. They should just engage against those bears. The bears, you can see that their damage is not dropping down all that quickly, because, well, the illusions are just an illusion. Continuing this fight, though, Crypt Fiends are getting absolutely destroyed. Breath of Fire goes across. Crypt Fiend does burrow itself. There's a Dust of Appearance to reveal 2 of those burrowed Crypt Fiends right here, right now, as bears are getting destroyed. All right, what's happening? Wow, 2 very low hit point bears. One does get taken down. Another could get taken down as well. The Destroyers, are they going to be able to get away? The Demon Hunter does reveal the Crypt Fiend. There goes another. Staff of Preservation saves one there. And with that, 2 escaped bears gives the victory to Life. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game number 2. Please stay tuned for game number 3.